Margot Robbie requested not to be seated with Brad Pitt at the Golden Globes. Margot Robbie requested not to be seated with Brad Pitt at the Golden Globes. That's what one of the tabloids is claiming. Gossip Cop has learned the story is nonsense. Robbie and her husband, Tom Ackerley, made a rare public appearance together at the Golden Globes last week. The duo were seated at a table which included Tom Hanks and his family. Meanwhile, Pitt sat at a table with most of the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood crew, including Leonardo DiCaprio and Quentin Tarantino. Robbie, who plays Sharon Tate in the film, specifically requested not to be seated at that table, according to New Ideas. An alleged insider tells the magazine it's because there's major tension between her and Pitt. The outlet never bothers to explain what this major tension entails. However, Gossip Cop has an idea of what the tabloid might be referencing. Back in July 2018, we busted New Ideas for falsely claiming there was a scandal involving Pitt and Robbie. The magazine contended that the co-stars were getting super close on the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, much to her husband's dismay. The story got even crazier. It also maintained that Robbie was responsible for Pitt's divorce from Angelina Jolie because he cast her in a cameo role in The Big Short, much to Jolie's dismay. The whole saga was baseless. There's never been any scandals between Pitt and Robbie. At the time the original story was published, the actors brushed it off as both false and entirely predictable. In May 2019, however, the tabloid decided to drag Jennifer Aniston into the narrative. The magazine said Pitt's ex-wife was upset about his flirtatious friendship with Robbie. Everything about the article was untrue. Pitt has a professional relationship with Robbie, and he's not back together with Aniston. The Friends star wouldn't be upset even if there were any flirting going on, which there wasn't. As for the Golden Globes, Robbie was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for the movie Bombshell, not for her role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Bombshell co-stars Nicole Kidman and Charlize Theron, but she didn't sit at the same table as either of those actresses either. It's not because she asked to be seated separately from anyone. The source close to Robbie tells us the tabloid's article is fabricated. New Idea is creating fiction out of a seating arrangement at an awards show. It's worth mentioning, Pitt wasn't always the leading man the tabloid used to create problems between Robbie and her husband. In 2018, Gossip Cop called out the magazine for falsely claiming Ackerley feared DiCaprio was out to steal his wife. The ridiculous premise doesn't apply to either of Robbie's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood co-stars.